What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Virzi Effect podcast show. My name is Paul Virzi. You guys listening to episode 631. I am in studio in New York City today. Last one was a solo from my garage talking about the special. I want to thank everybody who's watching the special. Reasonable Man right now streaming on my YouTube. The amount of comments have been crazy. Thank you guys so much. The positive comments and the views. Thank you. Like it, share, watch it again, share it with a friend. Speaking of specials and special episodes, I have a special episode, a special friend, and a comedy special to talk about. My boy Bret Ernst from Cobra Kai is here, and he has a new special out called Pete Davidson Presents Bret Ernst Uncaged, which is coming out on Wits, the new Wits network.
Yeah, it's Wits Comedy TV. There are friends at the stand bought a service or a page or whatever they're doing.
First of all, it's great to see you.
You too.
I'm so happy you're here.
That's good. I like the
and you like
build up.
Yeah, yeah. And Dave, rest in peace to David Kimowitz, who this channel, they named this channel after him, Kimowitz. It's Wits TV. It's the Stand's new YouTube channel, which is putting on specials. They're going to be doing shows, sketches, and Bret's special Uncaged is coming out. And Bret, I mean, let's be honest. Can we be honest here? I mean, you're one of the best.
It's out already. But go ahead.
It's out. It's out now.
It's out today at noon.
Out today.
Out today.
You guys go to the channel right now, watch it, start giving it views, share it with friends right now, okay? Imagine I was like, no. And you bet I start taking it all serious. But no, dude, I really love what the Stand did in honor of David, and to have this channel and to see how many fucking subscribers are on the channel already and how many people are watching. And you're one of the best stand-ups in the country. You never come here. You're out in Vegas doing your thing, and then you come home and you go to Mohegan, which is 2 hours from my house. You haven't seen my wife yet, never met my kids. We invite you for dinners all the time.
I didn't know you were. I feel like I'm with my mom now. You're making me feel guilty.
Well, that's what people when it's like family and you love somebody. That's what Italians do.
The guilt.
The Italians always do that. You never come around.
No.
What do you
show up now?
Don't know. Italians always go. You too big.
Yeah, you blew up. Now you big shot. Hollywood.
Fuck yeah. You don't give a fuck.
No, I love. New York's everything for comedy. I mean, I'm an LA guy, basically, kind of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I moved to LA in '99. I'm a store guy through and through, but New York's New York, bro. You can't.
The Virzi Effect podcast studio has never smelt of this much cologne.
This is the platinum version of what I sent you.
Oh, okay. So what'd you send me? The silver?
No, the territory. This is a more of a nighttime.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a clean scent. It's a good scent.
You smell good.
Yeah,
you smell.
It's like the best collection I've ever discovered.
Yeah, no.
I sent you that bottle.
Dude, it was really nice.
Yeah.
You know who likes it? My son likes it. Everyone's like, oh, it's
strong.
It's in my glove box. You taught me how to have one in a glove box.
Yeah, with a glove box. I mean, look, I like to be clean, man,
You're a gentleman. You're clean.
I like clean. I get the nails buffed.
You get the nails done? You do you?
Yeah,
You get manicure?
And pedis, yeah.
You do mani and pedi?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Trim, too, everywhere.
You got a strong head of hair, too.
I appreciate that,
You're just a strong head and just a nice locks. Doesn't he, Mike?
Don't give me the Maluk. I gotta do this now.
One of the funniest things about Bret Ernst, and you guys know Bret. Bret is Cousin Louie in Cobra Kai. We're going to talk about that because the last half of the last season is coming out. Is it November?
Yeah, they did it in like 3 batches of 5. So first 5 came out, I forgot, like 2 months ago, maybe?
Yes. They did 3 batches.
Yeah, so the next 5 are in November, and then the final 5 are in January, I think.
Okay, so by the end of the year, you guys, end of the year, next year, it'll be done. But you play Cousin Vinny, you kill it in that.
Cousin Louie.
Cousin Louie. What's my Cousin Vinny? I'm thinking.
Well, Ralph's in the show, so.
Oh yeah.
I could see the confusion. Which is a great movie,
dude. Remember he's talking about how he was a magician? Oh, dude, it was the best. One of my favorites was when Pesci goes in the jail. And he was sleeping.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, what's Sleeping Beauty? And he goes, all right. He goes, do you want to talk? He goes, I really don't want to do this. And he goes, well, I mean, what choice do you have? He goes, one way or the other, you're getting fucked. He thought he was an inmate that was going to fuck him. He goes, I'm done with you. And he wakes the kid up. But here's one of my favorite Bret Ernst stories. So Bret comes to the stand. You were at Bananas. I don't know if you remember. This was one of the few nights that me and you got tuned in New York, right, at the stand.
Right.
So I was doing a set at the stand. You were headlining Bananas in Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey. And you go, fuck it. I'm getting in a car. I'm bringing my friends or whatever. And you came to the stand. And we were upstairs. Show was done.
We were eating, too.
We were
right?
eating. The pizzas came out. The show was done. People are filing out. And we're eating, and we start drinking red wine. And we go outside, and we're smoking a stick. We got red wine. And I could tell you were tuned, and you just go like this. One of the funny things. He goes, yo, you want to go to Brooklyn tonight? And you just go, New York's still my town. You haven't been here in years. You go, New York's still my city. That's what you said. You go, New York is still my city. You go, you want to go to Brooklyn?
But we were doing, I was doing the guy that, when I was like, eight for the table, fucking the character.
Pay for the table.
Everybody pick food, the kids, get for the kids enjoy.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, I was, doing that guy.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
I love because when you come to town, you want to go to Rayo's, my friend. You're a guy with friends everywhere.
I'm going to go, if you want to go tonight.
You got Rayo's.
Dude, the meatballs there are phenomenal.
Yeah, I've never been to Rayo's, man.
Yeah. They're known for like their lemon chicken, but the seafood salad is strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our thing, man. Like,
Yeah.
Go eat. I'm not a big drinker. Actually, it's over a year and a half since I had alcohol.
Really?
Yeah, and I cut it out. It's funny, too. You tell people you haven't had a drink. They're like, congratulate, good for you. Like, it's like, I just cut it out like I cut out carbs.
Yeah.
And I did. I'll be honest with you. You quit drinking. I lost like 7 pounds in like a week and a half.
You can.
And, because we're in clubs, everything's free.
But were you doing shit that you didn't like? Like, did you stop drinking because it was making your, like, because with me, if I'm drinking, I'm making decisions, especially in Vegas, where, like, let me take out 500, go to roulette. I would do shit like that.
Yeah, I wish it was just 500. Well, that's the thing, man. I like, because you sell merch after shows because they have the 2 residencies there, so you have cash in your hand.
Yeah.
And you go play. But listen, I win.
Yeah.
I have to. I chase, but because I'm that guy where I hate losing more than I like winning.
Yeah.
And then, but the thing was, like, I got pretty even, and then strong again, and I was like, I beat him, but then you get into it again. You know? I left table games. I started doing these slots. I watched this video. Am I okay? Or am I too far from the mic?
No, you could move it up, but you're good. Yeah, I got it adjusted. Right? Yeah, pull it up.
I don't want the chain to cause distortion.
Visually it will, but not for the microphone.
Yeah, I don't want it to ricochet. That's how strong the chain is.
Gives you feedback.
If you did all that just for the bit, that's class right there.
Thank you.
No, that's a fucking professional. This is Bret Ernst. This ain't no fucking.
No, I was watching this guy on the slots, and I started watching videos on it. And there's certain slots, like everybody plays these video game slots now, but there's those older 7s that I've hit pretty big on, man. I did pretty well on those. But yeah, I do $25 spins. So
every time?
Every time. But like, here's how I look at it. You say you did 500. You said you put 500. Take that. If one of those spins hits, you're gold, right?
So you're saying I should take the 500 and put it in a $25 spin?
Right. You do higher spins. Like if I were to say I'm going to gamble $1,000 for the month, say, then you put it in. When you hit big. As opposed to doing those $3, $2.50 on the video where you win 120.
Right.
You know what I mean? But once you hit, get the fuck away.
So
that's the problem. You don't know when to, you got to learn when to leave. And I was watching Dana White talk about it.
Does he play slots?
No, he bets blackjack, but big.
Well, he'll do a blackjack hand for like $100K.
And then, but once he wins, he walks away. So you can win, but you got to walk away. People don't walk away. They think they're still playing.
I'll tell you, and you just made a good point. And again, and we know gambling's a problem, so we're not trying to promote gambling. But I'll tell you this: if you are smart enough to walk away, you have the discipline to walk away. I'm a Mohegan son, right? I drive a buddy. I drive with two buddies. We get to Mohegan Sun. It was the first year 3-card poker was a game. So for people that don't know, you can go play poker. It's 3 cards. Okay, same rules.
Yeah.
Okay, straight flush, royal flush, all that. So we keep hitting a flush, and the flush is 6-1. So we just keep hitting 6-1. We got a $25 chip, 6-1. So finally, my buddy goes, and I got to give credit. He goes, "Fuck this." He goes, "We keep hitting the flush." He goes, "I'm putting 50 down." I go, "I'm with you." I put it down. I get dealt queen, king, ace of diamonds, paid 40-1. Okay, so I got $2,000. I'm a young kid. I'm young. $2,000. The $2,000 to me was gigantic. You know what I did? I gave my buddy $100 for sitting next to me. I gave my other buddy $100, whose car it was, that we drove, and then I took $100 to roulette. And I said, if I lose this, I'm done. I lost it. I cashed out $1,700. I bought a Toyota Tercel, and that fucking was my car through when I delivered pizzas to make more money. I did that. Everyone else is like, that's when I would have been taking my jacket off. It's like, nah, that's because you're a fucking. That's because you lose.
Well, I mean, look, when you get out to Vegas, of course, there's certain ones that you find, like, you know, there's a lot of losing to get to the point of winning. I don't recommend it, but it's a gradual process. Right now,
you're
you know,
talking about it like you're a coach.
I'm saying,
Guys, listen. It takes this.
I mean,
Michael Jordan lost, missed a lot of shots.
You sound like a Mets fan today.
No, it's a gradual
Yeah.
thing. And then, you know, once you're up, if you're up a certain amount, I like even numbers. You know what I mean? So like, let's say, let's say I get 4,700 I hit. I'll take the other 3 and then try and build that smaller though. But once I get to my point, I'm done. Does that make sense?
Okay, so if you lost that, you're good with 40.
No, 45, like whatever the next number, not even, like, you know, not round, you know, round numbers, whatever. Like if it's 48, I'll go to 45.
Gotcha. Or you get to 50.
Or, well, if I get to five, I'll leave.
If you get to 5, you leave.
Yeah.
Or
You got
if
a
you
walk
get to,
point.
Yeah. You got a walk point. Okay. Yeah. All right. What's the game? What's your game? What was your game of choice if you're walking to the casino?
If I'm table-wise?
Yeah.
I love craps, man.
Yeah, me too.
But Baccarat's got the best odds.
Yeah.
It's basically
That's
50-50.
where all the
You play the player.
Asian dudes love Baccarat.
They're actually, literally,
Did they start it?
No. You're not going to believe me when I tell you. I've heard this from numerous people.
Oh, boy.
People that work in the casinos, and they're laundering money that way. When they come from Asia and China, because the 50-50 hit, guy explained it to me some certain way that they're cleaning their money playing.
Wow.
And because it has basically the highest odds. You know, I usually, if I'm playing, I do banker, but I'm not. I liked craps, man. When you're at a craps table, it's a communal thing. I mean, I always play the pass. You know,
have to.
You could get stupid with the yo bets and all that shit.
No, but you got to play the pass.
Which Butch Bradley is amazing at. I don't know how, but this kid he just gets these numbers in his head. Yeah. And I've seen it. I've seen him do it numerous times. But I'll play the pass, and then, you know, you bet behind the pass. You could bet more.
Yeah, of course.
You know, I don't do the come bets. Maybe put 10 on a 6 or 20 on a 6 to just, because those, you know, will come out, let it ride. And then when the table's hot, it's a lot of fun.
I don't like the scumbag who bets the come line. You know, for people that don't know.
You mean the don't pass?
Basically, you're betting against the guy.
That's the don't pass.
That's the.
So like everybody's playing for the pass, that guy bets for the table to crap out.
That bets for the table to crap out.
Yeah.
So the table's having fun in Vegas. People are drinking. Everybody's cheering. A guy keeps making points. For the people that don't know, here's how craps works. When a crap is a new game, you throw dice, and let's say the dice is you throw a 6. The point is 6. So now you need the shooter to throw another 6 before they throw a 7, which is craps. And most of the table bets for that guy to get a 6. Let's go 6. Everybody's betting. And then there's the one asshole who comes and he'll put the money on this person to not do it and actually crap out. That's a scumbag.
Well, they you know, they sometimes too. Well, it depends on when you're on the table, right? But when they get to the table, but when it's a lot of fun, it's a lot of fun when everybody's around.
Oh, hell yeah.
I felt like you play the don't pass sometimes.
No, never.
Okay. It sounded like you were explaining, like, well, sometimes it's okay.
No. Well, what happens is, like, let's say that the table's hot and some guy just comes up now. The odds are it's not going to stay that way. But I look at who's playing too. Like if there's like a bunch of like if the table looks like the Star Wars cantina where it's like all these degenerate
creatures.
Yeah, creatures. I go to tables where there's women, and because they bring a different type of energy, man. And if you can get a chick to roll.
Really?
You know, my ex-wife one time, man, she was on fire, bro.
Yeah?
We were in Reno. And we were in Reno one time. And we were at a table, and she just kept hitting and hitting.
Oh, that's nice.
And, you know, the Guido and me, because, you know, you're supposed to tip the roller, and some guy went to tip her, and I'm like, nah, she don't need that, you know? You know what I mean? Don't be giving my fucking wife money.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll take care of my own wife.
I'll take care of it.
What's that, a black sheep? You can tip her.
It's my fucking wife.
You give it to me, I'll give it, you know? She had no idea what she was doing.
What do you want, a fuck? No, dude, you want to hear something really?
It's like C in Bronx Tale.
Yeah.
I'll roll. No, you don't want to roll that. This is what you want to roll.
My wife did a special surprise party for me at my mother's house where I went to school upstate. They blindfolded me and they don't tell me where they're taking me. My older brother's driving me around a mall parking lot. I was ready to throw up. I don't know where the fuck they're taking me. My brother drove me around wrong. It was going over bumps. He was in the parking lot. She goes, dude, just drive him around, right? So anyway, long story short, they converted my mother's living room to a casino. My wife had a full-on craps table delivered there. They put it together. They had dealers. They had blackjack. And all my friends, people from the past, and my mother's living room is this working casino. And we're playing, and my wife did it. It was amazing. And it's funny you said that. My mother just, you know, didn't know much. Crush it, making everybody money on craps. She's just this good luck charm. Craps is fun, man. When craps is going good in Vegas, it's fun. And a lot of people get scared of craps because they see too much going on. It's not that hard. No, you pick a couple numbers that you think is going to go on. You could literally go on YouTube and you could find a 5-minute video which explains craps. Mike, you ever play craps, Mikey?
Love craps.
Love craps, right? It's a little intimidating at first, but it's not bad.
No.
It's easy.
I won about 1,500 right before the Mirage closed. Couple, like 2 months ago, 3 months ago.
Did the Mirage close?
In Vegas?
Yeah.
Went recent.
So Trop, they just imploded.
Oh, is that what I think I just saw the video.
That's where the Laugh Factory was. And then prior to that was the Comedy Stop.
Remember Trop is done?
Done. They're gonna, I think that's where they're building a stadium
for the Oakland A's?
I think so.
Is the Rio still there?
Yeah.
Let's talk old Vegas. I'm going to give you some trivia. You know a lot about Vegas or no?
I want to get back to the gambling, but yeah.
Okay. What's the oldest casino? Is the Golden Nugget the oldest casino in Vegas?
Flamingo is.
The Flamingo is.
That's the first. That's Bugsy Siegel's hotel.
Is it?
Yeah.
I did not know that. That's fucking cool.
Yeah, that's it's cool too when you see the old pictures of like where it was and like when you're going up Flamingo to make a left by the Italian place, the whole Batista, I think it's called.
Okay.
Batiste, that was the actual original front.
So when it was just a Flamingo, it was all desert and just a Flamingo in there?
I mean, they had casinos there because gambling was always been legal there.
Mike, how old is the Golden Nugget? Can you tell me the
Nugget, I think, came in like the 60s.
I'm going to say the 50s.
Well, Sinatra played there. We actually, when we did the Vince Vaughn, the Wild West tour, we did it in his the Sinatra room.
Yeah, no, I knew Frank. You know those guys.
46.
Whoa. 1946. What year was the Flamingo? Then the Flamingo's got to be what, 36?
Well, that's the first one. Unless or
46. A couple months later.
So you know what it is then?
But it's old Vegas versus new Vegas.
Wait, the Nugget was probably there when it was like a saloon.
Yes. Dude, the Nugget's one of the oldest places to gamble ever.
They're both there, but maybe that the Nugget, because there was already like saloons and stuff going on when Bugsy built that, because that was like the first major. Look that up. Was that the hotel?
When I was a little kid, I got Golden Nugget cards. My mom took us to Vegas to visit a friend. I had Golden Nugget cards and dice.
It says the Golden Gate Hotel and Casino was the first one.
Okay.
1905.
So yeah, because they had all
been there since
Well, that's what happened. All the gambling was going there, and when he went, he's like, "Yo, we should do something massive."
But the Flamingo was the first one to open up on the Strip.
On the Strip.
So it's the oldest one on the Strip.
Okay.
Doesn't include downtown, yeah.
I gotta say something. Vegas is a really like historic. Like if you look at the figures that went there,
buddy, it's awesome,
dude. Vegas for the entertainment history, for the gambling history, the mob. Dude, only Italian guys will go. Only Italian guys will be sitting in a meeting going, dude, we got to go to the desert. There's nothing out there. Let's fucking build this opportunity.
Well, that's why
it's amazing.
That's why they clipped him, because they thought he was robbing the place, because he was like millions of dollars over budget. And then I think because at that time it was like, you know, Luciano, that crew, Joe Adonis, I think, was the one that didn't like him. And they convinced he had to go because they thought he was skimming and everything, robbing. But he got caught up with that chick, Virginia, whatever her name was. That's why they killed her in her house in L.A. Because he was trying to be an actor, too. Isn't that crazy?
Really?
Yeah, he was doing screen tests and shit. That's so...
Listen, Italians are the funniest.
Well, he was Jewish, but yeah.
No, but like mob guys are like, you know, they're gonna do this. I'm gonna do crime. You know, I'm gonna get in there. I could be in movies.
I should be an actor.
I'm a sing and dance.
Yeah,
I'm a song and dance
that's
man.
what I really wanted to do.
You know, like they clipped two guys. They're like, I gotta go do Broadway. I want to dance on Broadway. You're like, you just fucking buried two people.
You wearing tap shoes?
You know, they have a deep conversation in the car. You know what? I'm kind of tired of this.
Can I ask you something?
You know what I really wanted to do? Spoken word.
Can I ask you something, Anthony? They're bloody. They're bloody in the car. There's blood splatter on the thing. Anthony, can I ask you something? Did you think I could dance? Was I a good dancer?
I could have been. You know, I always think about all my wasted talent. Did I ever show you the pictures I draw? Breaks out of fucking.
What do you know about slam poetry?
Look, I know we just saw the guy's head off and all that, but can I ask you something? Do you think I'd be a good actor? I think I could do it.
You know, when I was a kid, I used to sing in chorus. My grandmother said a voice of an angel. I never pursued it, but then you hear whoop whoop. They got pulled over.
That's fucking hilarious. They're like, we have the hands in the car.
You don't know, I'm serious. Like, if we beat this case, I'm really thinking about taking a dance.
The voice of an angel.
His hands are out the window. Nah, I'm enrolling in this new interpretive jazz dance class.
Yo, he could have been. You know, it's always so. He could have been a ball player.
Yeah,
they played like
that's
when
they
play when they're in Little League.
Yeah,
This kid had a fucking arm on him.
He tore his rotator cuff in 5th grade.
Oh, the parents were stunned by his arm.
Oh, you should have seen him. This kid was throwing 30
This
miles
kid
per
had been on
hour
a yank,
in
I tell you.
7th grade.
There's something, but you know what?
There is always that guy.
But
There's always that guy that like he's like 5'4".
But you know what I learned something, dude? I really learned this. And I think you could attest to this too, because I know you knew people like this. Delusional people, there's a fine line between delusion and actually accomplishing great shit. Well, I'm not even joking.
Well, there's a term. I think it's the Dunning-Kruger effect. Have you ever heard of that?
Dunning.
Look it up.
What's that?
It's basically, I think most men suffer from it. Well, it's like it's like guys that watch something and think they could do it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and the two main things that I think men think they could do is comedy and boxing. And a good example would be like, you know, if you go to a fight and there's that fat dude eating hot dogs, like, you suck.
Yeah.
You know, I could, in his head, he thinks he can do it.
Yeah,
and then there's the reality of it.
It's the occurrence of someone with limited knowledge or competence in any area overestimates their abilities in that area.
Yeah. So
you know what I would have done?
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah. and you see that a lot. Like, it's when people come to you and they, you know, I guess that's when women talk about mansplaining.
Yeah.
I bet that's what that is.
Yeah.
Because we get it too.
Yeah.
I don't know how many guys will leave a comment or here's what he did there. You know, that's not what I did.
No, I got into an argument with a friend once. We were at a ballpark, and I was like, if you give me 10 pitches, I could hit it over the, you know, you know. But I think that a lot of people, I think my bet would be that people that are like that are successful. People that are like that. Now, listen, I'm not talking crazy delusion.
Everybody, well, let's be honest. Everybody thinks they can do it. The ones that actually move forward and go through the process
are doing it.
Right. And then there's the people that just sit there and they are delusional. They think it looks easy and that they could do it, and you know, then they find out that they can't.
Well, there's delusion where, like, I love, one of my favorite things that comes up is the old American Idol and the voice You know, the voice
Yeah,
in
yeah.
American Idol, where like a guy's like, I'm going to be the next. And Simon Cowell was like, who are you going to be? And he's like, I could sing better than this. And then it's so god awful that you don't know if it's a setup. Like if it was just a setup or if this person really did believe that. That's a sad delusion. But then there's somebody that's like, nah, dude, you know what? I'm going to make a movie. And they're like, well, how you going to make a movie? You know what? I'm going to get my own cameras. I'm going to get some money. I got friends that could act. And I'm going to make a movie. And there's guys that all of a sudden, next thing you know, 6 months later, they made a fucking low budget movie. That's success. In my opinion, that's success.
Yeah, but I think we're talking about two different things, though, right? Because getting back to the delusion, everybody that has started in something thought they could do it, right? But they have doubt. But
Sure.
But they don't speak. They stay in their lane. Like
Yeah.
I've always stayed in my lane. I'm not.
Yeah, but
gonna
you're
sit
also
there-
not mentally. There's a mental illness to that.
Well, yeah, but the Dunning-Kruger, I think, is something that naturally happens to a lot of people.
It's like when the catcher throws to second, and then the guy catches it but doesn't get the guy out, and the guy behind you's yelling, You gotta catch and swoop at the same time, you idiot! You can't just catch and then do the tag. It's like, buddy, you're 800 pounds.
Yeah. You've never played in your life.
You never threw a ball in your life.
Like I have something I don't think you could do. I bet you can't get me another one of these. Dunning-Kruger. Yo,
It's called reverse psychology.
Then you get the Guido. Hey, have you ever heard of the Freddy Krueger effect? That's when you think you could dream. You go in people's dreams.
Are you
Thanks,
a? That's what
buddy.
I wanted to ask you because this would be funny. Is Bret Ernst? Is Bret Ernst a horror movie guy? Like, are you a type of guy you take the girl, you put your arm around the girl during like Scream 3 or not?
You know what? I mean, I liked them when I was kids.
Yeah.
You know what I like? I like movies you should just see in a theater. You know,
I don't like the
special effects movies and stuff.
I don't like the people that watch a horror movie and they actually say what they would have done to get out of the situation. It's like, it's a horror movie. They're not supposed to get out of the situation. You're here for the kill.
Well, Paul, that's the thing. Any serial killer movie, that shit don't scare me because I in my head, I've already figured it out. Like, this is what I would do. You know what I mean?
That's
Are
right
you
that's in the
serious?
movie, though.
Because I have control. If I can have control, the demonic shit.
No, that I
demon
don't like.
shit,
See,
that
bro,
I can't, you know.
Bro, that's me. That's what I said. I said, I can fuck with a killer in the woods. I can fuck, but you start spinning your head and throwing up, and there's a demon. Like that's when I'm out.
Yeah. Both of your
That's what-
chains are getting
dude,
bigger as
my
this
dad-
conversation.
My dad told me. My dad said him and my mother went to Exorcist in the theaters back in the day. He said that was the first time in like America. Like people don't understand.
100%. People were passing out, screaming.
People leaving the theater. Nobody saw something like that before. But they had killer movies.
That's a scary fucking movie, man. Like to this day, it's scary. Now, those movies don't really frighten me. You can see the formula. But plus, being in the movie business and being like, you know, a screenwriter and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I've been optioned twice. No, you know, because
I love that
we're
throwing
working on a
it.
show.
Yeah,
We're working
working
on
on
a
a
show
show,
now.
yeah,
You
yeah.
could spot the formula.
Yeah.
You know, and then sometimes like when it's just cookie cutter. But I like Marvel movies. I like superhero
Do you?
movies. I love
Nah, not
anything
me.
with special effects.
What about like Black Mirror, where they're like short films almost?
Black Mirror, I
that
love
are more
Black Mirror.
psychological.
Well, you know, that was again.
Have you seen Black Mirror?
Yeah, of course.
you know-
I enjoyed it, but you know, to me, like even the Twilight Zone, you know, basically created that genre.
I
which-
love that.
Dude, Rod Serling actually is the father of basic script writing, like the way he told stories. Do you know who produced Twilight Zone? Lucille Ball.
Did she?
Yeah, Desilu did it, and they did Star Trek, I think.
Wow.
Wait, check that one. I know they did Star Trek.
Don't make sure. Yo, you know who?
Didn't they do Twilight Zone?
Desi was the first host of the Twilight Zone. I don't know if that meant that they produced it.
I'm sure they
let me
did
keep
that.
looking.
Desi Arnaz was? They had something to do with it, but I know they produced Star Trek.
You know Friday the 13th? You know Frank
who did that?
Sinatra? Listen, Frank Sinatra did the first fucking Friday the 13th.
Henny Youngman. You ever hear Henny Youngman? He produced the first Star Wars, and then they bought him out.
You remember Frank Gifford? Kathy Lee's son, he played for the Giants, rest his soul. He fucking came up with Wheel of Fortune. You know that?
He created the whole game show genre. Tony Bennett.
Dude, I got to tell you, that Josh Hartnett, and who's the kid who played the kid in Breaking Bad? Paul? What's his name? The kid who played...
Yeah.
What's his name?
All right, he's already... What the fucking...
What's
By
the
the way, how old are you? You just turned what?
I turned 40 this year.
You're pushing 50?
Aaron Paul.
No.
What are you, 44?
Aaron Paul. Yeah, around 40, mid-40s.
Well, it's starting
45.
and it's starting early for you.
What?
With the names. Now I
yeah.
understand why my grandmother would be like, talking to me.
You're terrible.
They call you 10 different names.
Lucille Ball was the head of Desilu, and she's the one who agreed to finance the expensive plot, The Cage. She saw the first title, Star Trek, and thought that she was intended to make about a group of traveling USO performers.
But what about the Twilight Zone? They were involved in that?
Well, her
Desi
company
was technically the first host of the Twilight Zone. That's all I can find about him being involved with that.
They were involved.
Aaron Paul and Josh Hartnett in that Black Mirror where they go to space. That's one of the fucking coldest things I've ever seen. That's one of, dude, those Black Mirrors are really, really good. And you know what? The Twilight Zones, remember the hitchhiker kept showing up?
Yeah.
Dude, that's like that's heavy shit.
No, the old one where they let the devil out. Did you ever see that?
Yeah, so you can't handle a devil, me neither.
I don't like any demonic shit.
Italians, that's why we wear horns. We don't look at.
Dude, we're so like superstitious and stuff. Like I'm the type of Catholic where like if I'm watching porn, if there's like a scene with a priest and a nun, I'll be like, get that the fuck.
No, I can't
get
see
that off of there.
I can't see Santa hats.
I need my porn. I need
can't
my
see-
porn clean.
I can't see Santa hats. No Christmas. No.
None of
It's
that.
got to just be in a dirty. Yeah, you can't do that, dude.
According to Wiki, they did a pilot and 2 episodes, The Twilight Zone, and two episodes of The Untouchables. So technically, they were a part of the beginning, but it doesn't say anything about them doing it throughout.
All right.
But yeah, Desilu was
So,
it. Buddy, you got a great memory.
Yeah, dude,
man.
that's.
Well, I was wrong about the flamingo. Well, technically, it was the first on the strip, but I forgot that they had all the saloons out there. Because, I go to Old Vegas, they all claim, I love downtown Vegas, man.
Yeah.
That's where I like to play, too. Because the bigger resorts don't have such a higher payout. A lot of them still owe money on the casino. Those people are paid off. So you could do $5 blackjack down there.
Yeah,
Where,
Even better. It was rejected originally as a show, and then they put it on as a play at the Desilu Playhouse in 1958, and then it got turned into a TV show.
There you go. They were.
Lucille Ball was an absolute beast, dude.
Yeah,
beast
stunning, too.
Beast on stage, beast on screen, so funny. Yeah, pretty until she ended up talking like my uncle, because she smoked a lot,
Yeah, but she was in her 70s.
Yeah, she was. But dude,
And
she
then
hung with the
Desi destroyed Virginie. That guy was a savage.
Really?
Oh yeah. You know who crushed ass?
Who?
Fucking Batman, Adam West.
Did he?
Dude, there's like stories where he was like an addict.
Yeah, but he's
And
also
so
the
was
first
guy
Batman. Imagine that.
Well, I mean, prior to that, he was just a savage. And then Adam West and the guy on Hogan's Heroes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was like into some freaky shit. But
Those are
Batman.
Bob Carney?
Yeah, Bob Carney. I think he got killed in an orgy or something.
What?
Yeah, that's how he died.
Yo, you know what's funny? These Diddy parties, these things were happening.
All the time.
These Diddy like this is just like modern Diddy party shit with like modern fucking
But here's
rappers
the difference,
and
though.
shit.
Here's the difference, and I know you're gonna agree with this.
I know what you're gonna say.
No fucking kids. If it's a
yeah.
group of adults acting like adults, I don't understand why people judge that.
Also, I don't think Sinatra was banging fucking D. Martin. I don't think
No,
it was
no.
like that. I think they would have their parties, but it was just fucking
It's
normal.
traditional like shit we would do. You get a bunch of broccoli in a room, and then everybody enjoys for the table.
Carney was found dead, shirtless on his bed, and it's been tied to the netherworld, a netherworld of sex
That's not
addiction and
Art Carney.
pornography.
No, the guy from Hogan's Heroes.
Oh, Art Carney
Say
was.
that again. I'm sorry.
He was found on his battered body on a bed, sprawled on a bed with 2 huge gashes above his left ear. Never been solved, but it appears to have been linked to a netherworld of sex addiction and pornography.
Yeah, he was like into some wacky shit.
Yeah.
But I'm saying if it's all adults, even if look, 2 guys, whatever. It's the kid shit that's got to go, man. And like that Epstein shit and the fucking.
Yeah.
If you're banging kids, man,
No, that's
even
death.
in prison, like in California penal, in the prison system, where you have groups that hate each other, they all come to terms on that one thing.
Yeah.
Children are off limits.
It's funny how the
women
most-
are off limits.
Because even the worst of criminals are like, you touch a kid, you're gonna die in here. You know?
You got to go, and it's an abomination. It's an inferma. No, but if consenting adults want to do what they're gonna do, that's the thing that pisses me off. When an adult acts like they had no control over their decisions.
No, but here's the deal. I understand what you're saying, but I think the problem with that is you're right about that. But the problem is when that adult is drugged, and
that's different.
Yeah,
now, I'm talking about what I just said, a decision.
Consensual, you said.
Yeah, like if I said to you, Paul, look, we've been friends.
Here comes the clip. Go ahead,
Yo, listen, listen, dog, I know we're writing a show together.
If I'm like, Paul, listen, we're working on, I got something big. You want to get in it? You know what you're going to have to do.
Yeah, I mean.
And then you're like, okay. And then later on, you're like, well, he offered me a role. I mean, that's you're stupid.
Of course. Yeah, no, it's.
So,
so anyway, I got.
You guys need any help on this script? I've got a lot of endurance. Catch me.
Mike's like, I ain't too.
Double fisted dicks everywhere.
But yo, did you hear what happened to Mike Albanese?
But I offered.
The Albanese did a podcast with Virzi and Ernst. You see his new video, dude? It's fucked up.
Bad lighting.
But yeah, no, they got wild back then. Look up Adam West, man. Adam West was a savage, bro. Dude, this guy had lines like he was like Wilt Chamberlain type shit.
No, really?
Just clipping hand over fist.
This is before Batman or Batman?
It's before, after.
Yeah.
According to page 6, he had sex with 8 women in one night.
What?
Yeah. Savage.
More like Superman, am I right? We're having a good time.
I wonder if Shatner would have been,
I think Shatner had his day, no?
I think so.
Yeah.
He's like, do you want to come back? Schmuck, come to my trailer.
Cock is hard.
Schmuck. Do you know Luca Polanca does a great bit on
I know.
all the celebrities if they were gay? When he did Spock, when he did Luke,
he
William
did
Shatner.
He did Stallone too.
Schmuck, let me see your Vulcan cock. So stupid. Isn't it like the most juvenile shit I love?
It's the silly shit.
That's what I mean. Like, I like good movie, but I like the fucking anything on a lunchbox. I'm at the theater.
Yes.
And you can enjoy it. Unless it's like, they do what they
Unless
did.
it's the devil. No devil.
Pretty satanic. No, I'm serious. Like, like I love the first round of the Avengers was phenomenal. Even the way they did it. I mean, the Thanos storyline was a little different.
I can't, but no, listen, I get it. I'm not going to sit here and hate on Marvel movies. They make hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. But for me, I'm just not into the CGI special effects all the time. I like, you give me a good movie. We were talking today on the golf course. I was playing golf today.
What's the best movie you've seen recently?
I mean,
that just blew you out of the theater.
I was going to say blow you out of the theater. And I mean blow. No, stupid. Best thing I seen out of the theater that was really fucking blew me away was Jordan's Peele Get Out. I was in Cincinnati and I went to that thing and I was like, I had no idea what was when the girlfriend, I found out the whole thing, bringing him there. I thought it was so original. I thought it was so good. That's as far as like new creepy shit. And I mean new, that's still like 8 years old. But, look, Gladiator. Oh, I'll say this. Gladiator
was like 20 years ago, man.
No, but I'm talking, I know, I've only been blown out of
Casablanca.
I've only been blown out of the movie theater a few times.
You guys seen Citizen Kane?
I'll tell you what, Top Gun Maverick. I thought he did a fucking excellent job with it
But I'm talking about what you leave, like, I'm not saying see a good movie, like that feeling you get when you used to go to the theater, like when
I would say Top Gun Maverick. 2 years ago, Top Gun Maverick, because Tom Cruise refused to let that movie come out. He refused to let that movie come out with CGI shit. He refused to do any kind of special effects. He refused the actors not being in they had to be in the plane. They had to go through training, and the storyline stuck with the first one. I fucking dude, I'm not even joking. I had tears in my eyes when he fucking,
Okay, but that's a sequel.
But you asked me what movie blew you out of the theater and made you feel like you've been in the theater.
I was gonna but yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah.
Where you just walked out, you felt like I just saw something fucking special.
That's the last one.
But when you walked out of Top Gun 2, it was a sequel going, that was unique and special. You follow what I'm saying?
I liked the opening act.
Hey, that's burning. It was a great movie.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Like for me, I was gonna say for Endgame, when the way that they did the Marvel, the whole, but to watch when they fought, like when Captain America gets Thor's hammer, the fucking theater erupted.
What are you, 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
The best movie.
I like when fucking Wonder Woman was eating shawarma with fucking Iron
Did you say
Man.
Endgame?
Yeah, was it Endgame?
Oh, Endgame. Yeah, when Iron Man found out he had the
Yeah.
stone. Ooh,
Dude,
that was a good time.
I'm
not a Marvel guy, but that was.
No,
great.
I'm not hating on it.
No,
it's
but
nothing.
you are, though.
No, I'm not hating on it.
You just fucking call me 12.
No, but you're like, yo, when fucking Iron Man grabs the thing in the place.
No,
I get
it was
that's
Captain
cool.
America. So
Okay.
Thor's sitting there, and Thanos. The whole idea is that he snaps his finger, half the universe is gone, and they're trying to prevent this guy. And you know, the character development is great. The way they did each movie, I thought was fucking great. I know they snuck in Captain Marvel at the end because it didn't really fit, but you know, the way that everything played out, they did Civil War right. Iron Man right, which by the way, you know, the first Iron Man was an independent film because Favreau and Pete Billingsley and those guys all produced that. They worked on that. It just started everything. They redid the Hulk. The storylines were creative. You know, even the multi-universes.
Does Favreau get money from all of them?
I don't know.
Oh.
I think they did well on Iron Man though, and then it all came to that. The second phase I haven't even gotten into. I don't want to. But back in the 70s, I think everything starts to go downhill after E.T. Once people started selling Reese's Pieces and all that shit, the marketing came involved because you know Star Wars. But they didn't even think it would be a success. That's why Lucas said, "I want to own the toy rights, all the merchandising rights."
It was supposed to be a disaster. They thought it was going to be. They shot it in England. They thought it was going to be. They thought the first Star Wars was going to be the biggest bomb with puppets and all kinds of shit, and then it just took on a fucking monster life of its own.
So that was like the first merchandising movie because I was a kid when that came out. I saw that in theaters, and you know it was just a phenomenon, and then they tried to duplicate that. But then when you got Indiana Jones, like all that filmmaking that went on, because like Spielberg and those guys were influenced by the 70s directors, right? Because the way they were telling stories in the 70s was no longer the overacting with the transatlantic speak.
Right.
You know, those studio things that they would do.
Yeah.
And you know, that era was just, you can't, that's lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
Now everything seems formulaic.
I mean,
you're selling toy rights. That's the crazy part too. When you get in the business, and you know you start getting behind the scenes on films. Now it's different because streaming. But like 10, 15 years ago, they got to pre-sell it overseas. So they're selling movies before they're even fucking made. Yeah. And then they're landing merchandising rights because you know everything. It's almost it's fake. It's like you know, where Star Wars was organic. When that happened, that's not going to happen again. E.T., they started. You know, that was a great movie. And then all right, we're selling candy now. Now we're doing product placement.
It was so new that they didn't even have. M&M's was supposed to be the Reese Piecey, but they were like, "What the fuck is this movie? No, we're good." And then Reese was like, "We'll do it."
Well, what it is
now,
now,
they got, and then massive success.
Everything in show business now is literally changed for. It's not really about the creativity anymore, and that goes to comedy and it goes to everything. The great ones, of course, still, but now it's about money and it's about. I mean, dude, they're remaking. You know, or not remaking, but they're doing Gladiator 2, and I saw the trailer for it. And listen, it's still Ridley Scott. So it might be fucking great, but there's a scene where Denzel Washington is in Gladiator 2 and he literally goes, "My man." And it's like, dude, he's a fucking, it's in Rome.
Does he really?
Yes. He's looking at him, he's like, "My man." He did it in more of that, but he's fucking, you know, I mean, this is a fucking, you know, this is an actor from Mount Vernon, New York. I was playing this guy, he's from Mount Vernon, New York. He's in Gladiator. He goes, "My man," like it's training day. He did it Roman way to say "my man," but I was just like, what the fuck?
The thing that's crazy too is like what they did with Joker 2. What the fuck, man?
Still haven't seen it.
Oh no, I can't see it. I can't see it because I heard it. I heard about it, and when you hear about it,
and I love Todd Phillips, man. I mean, listen, I could see now they tried something different, you know. But when you're dealing with a fan base of people that.
See what Tim Dillon said? Tim Dillon's in it, and he's like talking about how bad it was, but like. I thought Todd Phillips did such a good job on the first one that when I heard so many people talk about this second one being like a musical where Lady Gaga and fucking Joaquin Phoenix, like when they're like see each other, it's like this fucking Broadway musical that breaks out. And it's like, dog, the reason why that movie was great is because he was so dark and cold. He kills his mother. He blows fucking De Niro's brains out on the game show. And then he's going to jail.
Well, what I was going to say
ridiculous.
is that when you're doing these types of movies that have a fan base, you have storylines and character development of over 50 years. Why are you fucking with it? Why are you taking like what they did with the Star Wars stuff, you know, or even the new Marvel stuff? You already have, it's done. It's fucking done.
I heard why he did it, and I heard that there's an actual reason why he did it, and I won't say it on the air, but I heard that there's.
So why'd you
bring it up?
Then why'd you bring it up?
What do you mean? Because you asked a question.
No,
and I'm telling you, there's an answer.
You just told
to
me
it.
you got some insider information.
I don't. Yeah, I mean,
off camera, you got to tell me.
Yeah.
Did you ever see a Bronx Tale, the musical?
No.
Well, it's Chaz's.
Boy, was it not good.
Really?
Oh, was it bad?
Because the story's perfect. It's a perfect movie. But then it's like you got these fat Guidos and sauce-stained wife beaters singing and dancing on stage. It just doesn't work.
Now you can't leave. Now
Hey,
you
that is a song.
No, it's not.
It's
not.
I'm telling you, man. I was watching it with such high hopes. I was
Jojo
like,
the Whale comes out now. You can't leave.
basically,
now.
that happens.
What?
Yeah.
Fucking Jojo the Whale comes out of the back with a bat.
It was tough. It's a tough look.
He says he's in the corner with a light. Is it better to be feared or loved? Oh, that's great.
Shit.
Got rid of
Put
him.
him in the bedroom. Put him in the bedroom.
You got rid of him for $20.
I don't want that face looking at this face.
Who are they? Who are they? Why are they in our neighborhood? They're in our neighborhood.
It was well done.
Go back to Webster Avenue. Oh, shit. That's fucking so...
She did the test. She did the test. She passed 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 the test.
Oh, shit.
Oh, buddy, that's great.
Dude, that's fucking...
Now you can't leave.
now you can't leave. Oh, shit, dude.
He wants to say about him. I drive a bus every day. My kid doesn't.
Oh, shit.
Oh, dude.
Oh, your father's the tough guy. All right. Let's talk about it. Dude, I'm crying, dog. Dude, I can't, because now I'm thinking of every fucking, every mob movie as a musical.
You know what's funny? You know, Dominic is the kid that's selling the gun.
Yeah. Shout out to our boy Dom Lombardozzi, who's been on the Virzi Effect from The Wire, Boardwalk Empire, fucking Sopranos.
He was the kid selling the gun. I love when he grabs and he goes, "This right here makes me want to fucking shoot somebody."
Yeah.
Sonny comes, what are you doing?
He was selling the guns in the back alley. 15 years old, Dom Lombardozzi. Shout out to Dom. So, dude, Uncaged. What special is this for you? How many?
Well, prior to the one self-produced.
No. Total. How many hours total?
Well, I did because I did Comedy Central Presents and I had that stuff. But this is actually the third.
The third.
Because the way I shot Principal's Office, that's really because that was the first. First YouTube special. I was the first.
Yeah.
I saw where this was going, and
that's actually true, man. Like all these comedians right now. They're putting out specials on YouTube, myself included. I did the Comedy Central, I did the Netflix, and I just put this out because I saw so many people, there were so many fans that I wasn't getting in front of. And this man right here, before anybody, like I literally, maybe the first.
I was the first. Well, there was people that were doing money walls, and then I know Louis put his out, but he was like $5 to watch.
Yeah, $5 to watch on his website. But you were the first one.
Well, there's a rationale behind it, man. There's
Yeah.
a good story behind it. If we have time, I'd tell you. If not, we could do it when we're smoking.
Yeah, go ahead. No, I mean...
6:35. So I put my own money to this thing, and there were other people that like influenced me and what's the word I'm looking for? Encouraged it. Burr was one. Ari Shaffir was another one. I remember after I did it, talking with Schultz. We were driving back from the Improv, and you know, I was running it by him, and obviously he ended up doing fucking great things with the internet. Like he was one of the, because there. To start from the beginning, really quick, comics have been on the forefront of this shit from day one. Like what Dane Cook did with MySpace, what Corolla, Rogan.
No, it's really Tom Green.
Mark Maron, Tom Green. Yeah, with the podcast.
Yeah.
So basically what happened was at the time that I was paying for my special, while it was in fucking post-production, okay, and I had toyed with this idea anyways, Netflix had stopped licensing. They wanted to shoot. So then I had about 20 grand into it at this time of my own money. And then I'm like, what the fuck should I do? Now, I've always hustled a little, you know, before I got into comedy. I was in the nightclub business for a while, which comes into play. Long story boring. I'm sitting on a $20,000 fucking special with nowhere to go. So we tried to shop it. Nobody was really buying it at the time because Netflix was the one that was like, we're going to license, you know? And that's why Hinchcliffe, a lot of guys prior to they started buying, early Netflix had, you know, put their specials on there and did a lot of good stuff for them. That's what I was hoping on.
Yeah.
Then there was another, this is when some of the other streaming services started coming up. So then there was another one, I'm not going to mention their name. They offered me money for it. But I wouldn't even have made what I put into it, and they wanted to own it, and I was like, well, I need the clips. You understand? And there's, so basically, I was walking up Runyon Canyon, all right, and I saw they have a honesty system there, you know, where like you take what you want, leave what you want, and I always thought they got to be robbing this fucking guy. I caught him refilling it one time, and I said, dude, do you get robbed? He's like, I wouldn't know. He goes, the average is $5. My water's 60 cents, and he sells granola bars that are like 5 cents. So he gets a lot of fives. So he's just making money. If somebody robbed him, it doesn't matter. Then I was thinking in the nightclub business where, like, you know, we have a cover charge to make the place. You make money on it, but if you're going out with $300 in your pocket, I let you in for free. I'm still getting you at the bar. So using that mentality, I said, okay, I'm gonna build out a website, but then I ebbed in a YouTube player in there, right? So I knew you could that's when it started monetizing, because this is back in like 2016, 2017. And then I went on my friend's podcast and I promoted it. Burr had me on, Uncle Joey, everybody. But what I did was I made it an honor system. And I said, look, if you want to own it, you can own it for $5. If you want to buy a t-shirt for 20, you could get $5, you know, you'll get the special for free. But I really wanted the emails because I just wanted them to come to the show. So this was like a really expensive flyer. And it just took off, man. And my average donation was $20.
Wow.
Because I wasn't telling anybody to do it.
Sure.
And then I collected all these emails, and I mean, at about a couple $100-something thousand,
that's fucking great.
Viewers, I made way more than my money back, and then bought a house in Ohio, got the fuck out of LA.
That's what's up, man. I remember Ted Alexandro did something too where he did a special from Creek in the Cave, and he's like, donate what you can. And you know what somebody said about my special? They were like, hey, this is free, I appreciate it, but like, is there a donate button? And like, yeah, it's like what anybody wants to do. But guys, I can tell you right now, check out Bret, because Bret's one of those comics where when he's working, you just go and you watch, because he's a master at it, and he's been doing it for so long. And it's just, you're always going to get quality. We're working on something hopefully you guys are going to be seeing. Pete Davidson presents Bret Ernst, Uncaged. Give it a watch. I want to thank everybody who's been giving Reasonable Man a watch and saying kind words about it. I put up my own money, like Bret said. I put it out myself.
Listen, let me tell you, Chris Rock said it best. If somebody's standing on a corner asking for money, no. But if you see somebody pushing their own car, you'll pull over and help.
Yeah.
And with artists now, to me, this is the best time to be a fucking a comedian.
Yeah.
It's the best time to be an artist.
Yep.
There's the gatekeepers are limited. A lot of our friends are just doing phenomenal, all through hard work, all through online presence. And, you know, people, if you're giving them something for free, they want to reciprocate.
Sure.
You know, I was working, and especially in this area, which is, I was working with the kid who was selling stuff after his show. He was selling koozies. We were at the Stress Factory. He's not from this area. And he's charging them for $5 a piece. I told the kid, don't charge anything. Just ask for a donation. Just say, hey, look, you just give me what you want. He got the Italians giving him 100. Let me get 5 koozies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because people don't want to be told what to give and what to do.
And then people don't want to go back to the car. That same guy that gave him 100 would probably go, fucking $5 for a koozie. This fucking. But now he's going.
Rob me?
Now he's going, oh, donations. I want to help the kid. You know, people were reaching out going, Paul, thank you for that special for free. That's, you know, that's all we could ask for. And my fans are the fucking best. You guys showed up. I did it with my own page. I didn't do, and there's no disrespect to these people, but I didn't do like 800-pound gorilla or, you know, I was asked ATC. I said, you know, let me build my own channel. And I didn't have many subscribers.
That's what I did with the first special.
And I just built my own channel. I got so many more people came to it. People watched it multiple times and shared it. So thank you. Guys, for my dates, I'm going to be Uncle Vinny's November 1st and 2nd. I don't know. I'm going to be making an announcement on Munich, Germany. There's a lot of things going on out there. I don't know. I'll make that decision. We're going to let you guys know about Munich. But November 1 and 2, Uncle Vinny's. And I will be the weekend, the Friday and Saturday before Thanksgiving. Mike, is that the 22nd, 23rd of November? The Friday and Saturday before.
21st, 20. Friday, Saturday, 22nd, 23rd.
Yeah, 22nd and 23rd, I will be at the brand new Comedy Connection. They redid the place. Comedy Connection in Rhode Island. I haven't been to the Boston, New England area in a long time. People are asking me, get tickets for that. And next year, we're going to San Diego. More dates at paulvirzi.com. Check that out. Bone to pick, anything better. And, of course, the Virzi Effect. Get the Virzi Effect everywhere you get your podcast, iTunes and Spotify. Brett, what do you have coming up?
All right, guys. I had to look the dates up because I was just in Tampa.
Oh.
But if you're in the Daytona area, I'm going to be in Palm Coast, Florida, this Friday and Saturday, October 25th and 26th. I'm doing 2 shows each night, 7 and 10. New club opened up. It's the Christy B Comedy Club. It's in Palm Coast, Florida. She's a great comic, great friend. And, yeah, go to brettcomedy.com for tickets. That's Brett with 1 T, or christybcomedy.com. Just go to my website. The link's there. And check out my new special, Uncaged, on Wits Comedy TV, their YouTube channel, and Cobra Kai, next 5 coming out in next month.
Next month, Cobra Kai, Wits, the Wits, that's W-I-T-Z, W-I-T-Z, guys, the Wits Comedy Network.
Comedy TV, right?
Wits Comedy TV on YouTube. Make sure you
God
check.
forbid I know.
Yeah, make sure you.
Fucking idiot.
Make sure you check out Brett's special Uncaged. Check out Reasonable Man. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the Virzi Effect. I will see you guys next week. I don't know if I'm doing a solo or I'll be here, but I'll see you guys next week. I'm out of here. Thank you.